Hey guys, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Listen, I am addressing my fellow family members that are walking upright with the divine who has been transformed and is a part of the house of Yisrael. I'm not addressing anybody that is not of faith, nor anybody who does not lift up the name of Jehovah Elohim. Okay, if you are in wickedness, you're not allowed really on my channel. If you've made your way in on this channel, you're not going to like me or my beliefs. It's your choice, though. You can just sit there in your hate. You'll be shaken out of the earth anyway eventually. I'm addressing my people that I belong to in the earth and with. You know, Jehovah is good to us, people, and he will fight our battles if we will listen to him and everything else. And he has given us, he is the great commander. We don't have to fear people. We just don't. Okay, he has a people in the earth, those who are going to follow him. We have a right to follow his laws above the laws of the land. Now, do we keep the laws of the land? Absolutely we do. I mean, they should be according, the earth is Jehovah's and the fullness thereof, okay? Obviously, we've got to be respectful, but when we got leadership that is not keeping the law of the divine, then we go over that then, okay? We really do. We are to fear him more than stupid leadership that ain't gonna do the right thing and follow the divine. Okay, we entered into a time where every tongue and every tribe and every nation eventually is gonna know who Jehovah is, and we're working through that right now. And Jehovah's shaking out the ridiculous stupids. All right, but I just want to read a portion of scripture here, and it's to Yisrael. Okay. To people who are connected to my household. And now, Yisrael, what doeth Jehovah thy Elohim require of thee? But to fear Jehovah thy Elohim. Look, people, if you're fearing people, then you've just made Jehovah not your God. Okay? You must fear him and him alone. Because fear has been really coming across my table and through my spirit for somebody the last couple of days has really been coming out. But you must fear Jehovah thy Elohim and walk in all of his ways, and to love him and to serve Jehovah thy Elohim with all of your heart and with all of your soul. What is our soul? It's our mind, our will, our emotion. Okay? With everything in us, we live and we move and we breathe and we have our being in Jehovah and Jehovah alone. Anybody else come up all prideful and whatever, we got the authorities. Like, I don't know who you think you are. But if you ain't going to keep the laws of the divine and acknowledge him, you're out. You're nasty, and your mouth just going off, and you deserve strokes for your mouth because you're freaking full. And that's the way we're going to start talking to people that don't want to get up into a love mode. We are to hate those type of people with a perfect hatred, people. And not to be afraid to act that way in the earth, because it's the only way, a good father will correct his children. And correction is not fun while it's happening, but it really does bring righteousness when you are corrected in a harsh way sometimes, people. It's got to be that way right now. We got some freaking idiots that's done some nasty in the earth, and they need to be put down. And we need not to be afraid of it, because Jehovah is surely leading the way. Anyway, we're to serve Jehovah with all of our heart and with all of our soul, to keep the commandments of Jehovah and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. It's for our good, people, not for evil. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is Jehovah's thy Elohim. The earth also with all that there is therein. Only Jehovah had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. And we are in that house in the procession, in the heavens of the heavens, okay? In the zodiac, we are in the freaking stiff-necked place. That's a rebellious house. And you are, to this day, choose who you're going to serve, okay? You're going to be a person that's going to be blessed, or you're going to be cursed. Because I just did a reading and somebody back and forth. What do I do? What do I do at a crossroad? And you do know what to do. Circumcise your foreskin of your heart and be no more stiff-necked. Get out of your freaking pride, because you ain't nothing. For Jehovah your Elohim is a mighty El and sovereign of sovereigns. A lot of people had got caught up in some stuff. And they are now having an awakening to some things that have taken place. And Jehovah's sovereign. And he's telling you to circumcise your heart, giving that's his grace. And he will have mercy on who he chooses to have mercy on. So if you're hearing this today, you've got a choice to do today. If you don't do it, you're out. You're out. You and I cannot walk stiff-necked and think that we're going to be blessed, because we ain't. He ain't messing around no more. You make your decision today. For Jehovah your Elohim is a mighty El and sovereign of sovereigns, a great El, mighty and terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh bribes. That's right. He doeth execute the judgment of the fatherless and the widow, and loves the stranger in giving him food and raiment. And we got leadership that, what are they doing? What are they doing? My Lord God, you better circumcise your heart, or you're going to be out. He's going to replace that leadership in the earth, because Jehovah is the governor of the nations, and he's going to see to it that people that don't have no freaking food's going to get it. And it's up to his people to heal the land. It ain't that we're more special, but he did choose his people to be an example, because he is no respecter of person. At the same time, he did choose a people to show who he is, and his children. He's hard on his children, just like you hard on your children sometimes, okay? Love ye therefore the stranger, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. Before people really got a clue what was really going on, spiritual Egypt was happening to people. Okay? Because that other realm really does exist. Thou shalt fear Jehovah thy Elohim. Him shalt thou serve. And to him shalt thou cleave and swear by his name. Yes. He is thy praise, and he is thy Elohim, that hath done for thee these great and terrible things which thine eyes have seen. Thy fathers went down into Egypt with 70 people. And now Jehovah thy Elohim hath made thee as the stars of heaven for multitude. That's huge. And the star, remember, I just recently got on here and I heard the divine state that there are new stars being born, and there are. And it goes back right into that place where we can find in the 11th house where the stiff-necked energy is. All right. And we got prophecy about the true star that's coming, and that is the Mashiach, which comes from Jehovah. He is our Yeshua, people. He is. And you're going to have to make up your mind today if you're going to let your pride down, or you're going to be washed away. You really are, people, because Jehovah's judgments are here today. It says, therefore, thou shalt love Jehovah thy Elohim and keep his charge and his statutes and his judgments and his commandments always. You love Jehovah your Elohim with all your heart, all your soul, with all your strength, and your neighbor as yourself. And we got people who will rob their neighbor and cheat their neighbor and do all kinds of stuff. The commandments aren't hard, people. They're hard for the wicked, because they just choose to stay in their frickin' pride. But you and I are blessed because we decide to walk with the divine of love. And we give and we nurture. And that's the kind of earth that we are going to have, because we are in a reset mode right now. And know ye this day that I speak not with your children, I speak not with your children which have not known, and which have not seen the chastisement of Jehovah your Elohim, his greatness, his mighty hand, and his stretched out arm, and his miracles, and his acts, which he did in the land of Egypt, unto Pharaoh the king of Egypt, and unto all his land. And what did unto the army of Egypt did he do unto their horses and to their chariots? He made the water of the Red Sea to overflow them as they pursued after you. And how Jehovah hath destroyed them unto this day, and what he did unto you in the wilderness until ye came unto this place, and what he did unto Dathan. Anyways, just going on here and talking about how he swallowed them up. And we got a lot of people standing there in fear because they're afraid to go help somebody, or afraid because some stupid group or some stupid prideful person like the Pharaoh kept hardening his heart. But really, we're told that Jehovah's the one that hardened the heart of Pharaoh. He's the one who turns the heart of the king. He did it for his pleasure to prove you and me. Okay? You go towards people that you know without a shadow of a doubt supposed to be in your family, and you see the divine drown all the wicked because they don't get to win in the end. People, they just don't. This nasty crap in the earth that's going on, people don't have no place to sleep, and people wondering where they're freaking going to lay their head or eat or whatever. That's nasty leadership. That kind of Pharaoh type of hardship, those people need to be drowned and put out. They ain't going to circumcise their heart. And it's up to you and I from this household to be a leader and to get up and march on now. I really felt like I need to bring this out here because Jehovah, it really is sovereign. It's time to circumcise your heart and understand that Jehovah is extending grace above grace today. Okay? So anyway, have a great day.